Good morning, everyone. How are you all? Very warm welcome to babycode free IELTS classes. So I'm Tanu Vermani here, an ITP certified trainer plus a TOEFL to Solve certified trainer too. Today I'm back with my live session number 9, which is about sentence completion and short answer questions. So I'm going to provide you strategies for sentence completion as well as for the short answer questions. Today we are going to discuss about how you will crack these type of questions, how to strategize these type of questions, what are the problems you are going to face with these questions, and what tips you can apply for these type of questions. Moving forward, if you really want to practice the mock test and the latest one, I would say, please download the academic or the general test. Free test will be provided every day, one test. But if you want unlimited tests, you can buy the membership. You can download free tests in the PDF format as well as download it, take out a printout, and do practice at your home on a daily basis. Now let's talk about strategies. What are the strategies for sentence completion and short answer questions? What is basically sentence completion is? So with the name itself, sentence completion, you have to complete the sentences. Or I would say these are the type of question you can call as fill in the blanks. You have to fill in the blanks with the answer searching from the text. You have to find the answer from your text, from your paragraph, and you have to write the same thing. So in sentence completion, you will be given a number of sentences with the gaps in them, as I call fill in the blanks, and you are asked to complete the sentence with the words from the reading test. You have to copy the same word from the text. You cannot change your word, like you cannot change your answer. You cannot rephrase it and then you can write. You have to write the same word from the text. These questions are as much vocabulary test because they require you to be aware of paraphrasing. Now you will be getting different paraphrasing here, different words, but you have to understand the meaning. You have to look for the synonyms and then you have to find out the answer. Now let's look at what you're going to face here is you have to look at what we are going to discuss here is look at the example sentence. I'm going to show you the example, how sentence completion looks like. We are going to discuss about the paraphrasing and synonyms which you're going to face here in sentence completion. We will discuss about the problems, the tips, as well as will provide you some strategies for the exam preparation. Now, example question on my screen, you can see here question number 38 to 40. Complete the sentences below. Choose no more than 2 words from the text for each answer. Write your answers in the boxes 38 to 40 on your answer sheet. And here are 3 questions. So you can see here that they ask you to complete the sentences. And here comes an instruction. Instructions plays a very important role. No more than 2 words. You have to restrict your answer within this limit. That means you can write either 1 word or you can write 2 words, but you cannot write more than 2. You have to write no more than 2 words. I'm repeating again, 1 word is acceptable, 2 words are acceptable, but you cannot write the 3rd word here because your instruction says that you have to write no more than 2 words. So as you can see, there are 3 incomplete sentences that has to be complete by reading the text. Most importantly, it says no more than 2 words from the text for each answer. I'm repeating, it means that you can write 1 or 2 words only. If you write any more than this, your answer would be considered as wrong. You will not get any correct answer, right? You will not get any marks for the same. So also note, it says from the text. That means you can't change the word from the text. Whatever is there in the text, you have to write the same word here. The word limit and whether we should use the word from text or not can change from question to question. So read them very carefully, right? You have to always look at your instruction, your word limit first, and then start searching for the answer. Now, paraphrasing and synonym. How you will be finding the paraphrasing here and how you'll be getting different synonyms here. So you have to understand what paraphrasing is and what synonym is, because IELTS exam, or I would say the reading module, will have them, right? It will be used in reading and listening tests, and they want you to use, they expect you to use them in writing and speaking also. They are using it, the examiners or the paper itself has this paraphrasing and synonym in reading and listening. So you have to understand it. But when it comes to writing and speaking, you have to use your paraphrasing and your synonym because it showcases your skills. Paraphrasing means simply rephrasing or saying the sentence again. So it has the same meaning, but it has different words. Paraphrasing means when you rewrite a sentence or you rephrase a sentence with the different words, but the meaning is same. For example, most men drive cars to work. Now, how you're going to rephrase it, you are going to change your synonym. Most. Most has been changed to majority. Men, males. Cars, automobiles. Work, jobs. So how many words are changed here? 4 words are changed here. The majority of males use automobiles to get their jobs. So this is called as paraphrasing. As you can see that both sentences means exactly the same thing, but I have used different words here. So not always look for keywords. As I always say, do not use or look for only keywords. Look for the meaning of your sentence. Only then you will be getting your answer correct. I have mostly used synonyms to do this. That is words with same meaning, similar meaning, right? So most, majority, males, men, drive, they use for cars, automobile, and work for jobs. So in the same way, you can expect that in the reading module you will be having these kind of paraphrasing. Now the table here below shows you or gives you some examples from a reading module. As you can see, paraphrasing and synonyms are used in many of the questions. And if you are looking for words that exactly match those in the text, you wouldn't find them. So be aware that you're looking for meanings, not words. So see here, words in question about 1900, but words in reading test, the early years of 20th century. You may get confused between these. Question may you will get about 1900, but in the passage, in the reading test, you will get something like the early years of 20th century. Next one, in the question, you may get records date from, but in the passage, in the text, you will get begin keeping records. So they are talking about keeping a record here. Third one, intensive burst of energy. In the text, you may get synonym, you may get paraphrasing, explosive release of energy. Next one, growing international importance. So again, paraphrase one in the text, increasing global participation. That means the same. Next, recognize at a younger age. Recognize at a younger age can be paraphrased with identified early or identified at early age. Aims to develop power. Aims to develop power has been paraphrased. Aims is like focuses on, developed as in increasing the power. Inadequate diet, deficiency in minerals. So again, when you don't have an adequate diet, that means you are a deficient one in minerals, right? Nutrients. Links to. Links to has been replaced with can lead to. So again, a synonym here. Current knowledge is basic. Our understanding is fundamental. So you can expect that you will be facing these type of words in the reading test and some different words in the question. That means the paraphrase form. Let's move forward towards some of the strategies and the tips which are required for sentence completion questions. Now, what are the tips you need to know while solving out the sentence completion? First is check how many words it asks you to write. That means what is your word limit? What are the instructions regarding your word limit? If it says no more than 2 words, then you can write either 1 word or 2 words. If it says no more than 3, you can write 1, 2, or 3 words. Remember that numbers are written numerically, such as 72. Count as 1 word, right? 72 count as 1 word. They these numbers are written numerically, right? Hyphenated words are always count as 1 word. For example, state of the art. State of the art, it is counted as 1 word. Though there are 3 hyphens here, but still it will be counted as 1 word. Sometimes question will state using words from the text or from the text. In this case, you should only use words from the text and not change them or use different form of words. Always write the answer from the text. If it does not say this, then you are allowed to change the word as long as the meaning is same. But if they say that you have to write your answer using words from the text, you have to use the same word. You cannot change it. Third one, answers appear in the same order as the question. Answer to the number 1 will be above number 2 and answer to the number 3 will be always below the answer 2, right? Remember that your answer should be grammatically correct. Check the type of word that fits in your blank, in your space. Is it a verb, noun, adjective, or adverb? This thing will help you to answer the question correctly. So make sure whenever you decide on your answer, please check that whether it is grammatically correct or not. If it is not, go back to the text, find it again, and then mark your final answer. Next is when scanning for your answer, make sure you are thinking about paraphrasing and synonym because you will get it. It's never that you won't find the same thing. No, not at all. You will always face paraphrasing as well as synonyms. Find where the answer is located in the text before you try to answer the question. Remember where before what. Always read your questions and predict your answer. Read the question before reading the test so that you have an idea what you're finding in the paragraph, right? Do not read the passage at first. Always read the questions at first. Let's move towards some of the strategies for sentence completion. Read the instructions carefully. Note down how many words you can write. And if they want you to include the exact words from the question or not, this is very first thing. Once you start looking at your question paper and you came across sentence completion, underline what are the instructions, how many words are possible for you to write, and are they want you to write exact words from the question or not. Second is read the incomplete sentences. Think about what word form can be used and try to predict your answer. Predicting of the answer is very important. Also, meanwhile, you can start thinking about the keywords and how they can be represented by different synonyms and paraphrasing. This will help you in locating your answer very quickly. Locate where the information is located. Once you start doing your scanning quickly, if you can't locate the answer, move on to the next one. Do not stuck on that particular answer which you are not able to find out. Read the incomplete sentences again and start doing the same strategy. Study the reading text more carefully to get an or to establish your answer. Check your spelling error. Repeat with other sentences as well. If you are writing a wrong spelling, you will lose marks here, right? So your spelling has to be correct. Either you can check your spelling from the text also and then you can write. Moving forward, let's do one exercise based on the sentence completion by applying the same strategy which I have discussed. So choose no more than two words from the passage to complete the sentences. So it says no more than two words. You are able to write one word or you can write two words as your answer, but not more than two words, right? Now, read your questions first. Think of the synonyms you might get in the paragraph and start thinking about paraphrasing also. Question number one says the taste is more extreme experience than the smell. And this is because of a strong pleasure relationship between dash and dash. So they are talking about taste here. Now you can start thinking of that you might get any synonym here or not. Second is it is universally acknowledged that dash is the ultimate pleasurable sensation. Now, what is the ultimate pleasurable sensation? Third one, the famous French writer Dash is widely known for using this idea in his work. Now you can start thinking they are talking about the famous French writer. So here you will get the name of the writer. Fourth one, the words sugar, honey, sweetie are used by lovers as the terms of dash. Now again, start searching in the paragraph for the same. In spite of gaining attraction for its sugary taste, no one is sure what exactly makes a sweet. You have some time to look at your questions and start reading your paragraph and find out. While reading the paragraph, I came across the very first answer, which is in the second line. The taste is a more intense experience than smell. Food technologies believe this because of a strong pleasure relationship between the brain and food. So I got my first answer, brain and food. Second says it is universally acknowledged that dash is the ultimate pleasurable sensation. So what is the ultimate pleasurable sensation? Second line, next to that line, and it is universally acknowledged that sweetness is the ultimate pleasurable taste sensation. So the second answer is sweetness. Sweetness is the ultimate pleasurable sensation. Third one, the famous French writer Dash is widely known for using this idea in his work. So, famous French writer, for example, the writer Marcel Proust is famous for using this idea in his work. So, here is the name of the writer. You can write as your answer. The words sugar, honey, sweetie are used by lovers as terms of. Find out this. The words sugar, honey, in the middle of the paragraph, the words sugar, honey, and sweetie are used by lover as the terms of endearment. So endearment is the correct answer. This word is actually used like to express some love and affection. Fifth one, in spite of gaining attraction for its sugary taste, no one is sure what exactly makes a dash sweet. In the end of the paragraph, last two lines, despite the attraction of all the things sugary, however, no one is sure what exactly makes a substance sweet. So what exactly makes a substance Sweet. I hope you're able to get all your answers correct. Please check your answers, write your answers, and whenever you're copying the answers from the text to the answer sheet, please write it correctly, because if you make any spelling errors, any grammatical error, you will be losing marks even though your answer is correct. For the explanation also, you can have a look here. Okay. Moving forward to the next type of questions which we are going to discuss is short answer questions. Now, what is short answer questions? Short answer questions ask you to write your answers in a short, right? You may ask to write your answer in 2 word, 1 word, or 3 words. These questions, they are often called as comprehension questions because you need to find your answer from the passage. And they are very common in your English classes also, right? We used to do this in our school days also, when you have to read the passage and you have to find the answer for your questions, right? But there are some common problems that students make, right? And they do make mistakes while solving out these type of questions. Have a look on my screen, see the short answer questions. There are 5 questions here and there is a passage also. So you have to read the text, and on the basis of the reading you have to find the answers. Now, what are the common problems that you face while solving the short answer questions? First is synonyms and paraphrasing. These are the biggest problems, I would say. Students who do not know about paraphrasing, who do not know about synonym, they are unable to attempt these type of questions. So what they do is, these type of students who are unaware of paraphrasing and synonym, they only look for keywords in the text that directly match to your questions, and in this situation they waste a lot of their time, and in turn they are not able to find their answers and they get stuck to the different questions, right? Good time management is very essential in your reading test, because you know that you have only 60 minutes to find out the answer for the 40 questions. Keywords are only for you to locate to the statement. Ultimately, you have to know about the paraphrasing and synonym, that the question you're looking for is correct or not, right? Word limit can also cause people to throw away easy marks, because if you do not write according to the word limit, again you will be losing marks. If they ask you to write 1 word or 2 words, you have to write your answer within that limit. You cannot extend your answer. If you write over the stated word limit, you will get your answer as incorrect and there will be no marks for the same. You don't have to read every word of the text. The question tests your ability to skim and scan for the specific information. It's not required that you have to start from para A and you will be reading till para E. No, they are checking your reading skills, that are you able to skim and scan your paragraph looking for the required information or not. You don't have time even to read every word. You are just finding the answer for your question. So how quickly you do that and how quickly you get all your answers correct. Students, what they do is, they often see a word they don't understand in the question, and they either get panic or spend too much time thinking about the meaning. Do not try to understand the meaning of every word. Just understand the meaning behind that, have the whole context here. Some students, they try to write full sentences. Your answers don't have to be grammatically correct to stay under the word limit, right? Please check your word limit and then write your answer. Now, what are the skills tested here and what kind of strategies you're going to apply? First one, read the instructions very carefully, note the word limit. Second is read and understand your question. Think about the information you will need to find. Third thing, underline any keywords in the question you believe that these are important and I am able to get the information, I am able to locate my required information. Think about synonyms and paraphrasing for all those keywords you have selected. Find part of the text question number one relates to. Once you underline your keywords, start looking at the paragraph and see if you're able to get the answer or not. Read the question again. Read that section containing the answer carefully and identify your answer and choose your answer. Continue with the next question also and repeat again until you are able to find all the answers correct. Now, what skills are going to be tested here is first is that are you able to skim your passage quickly and you understand the overall meaning or not? Second is they check your ability to scan for the specific information. Are you able to scan for the required information or not? Understand the question being asked. What is asked there in the question? Are you understanding that or not? Are you able to identify your keywords? Are you able to think of the possible synonyms and paraphrasing of keywords or not? So all these five skills will be tested here in your reading module. Now let's look at some of the tips as well as the exercise. Now, tip number one is that answer appear in the same order as the text. Look at and understand your question first before you start reading the text. What is the question demanding from you? What is the question actually asking from you? What you need to find in your paragraph? If you read at first, you will be able to get your answer quickly. You will probably be given a word limit. For example, if you have no more than 3 words and or a number, make sure you do not go over this limit. Always write within that limit. Answers do not need to be grammatically correct here, just short answers you have to write. These are not sentence completion. Don't give your opinion, just answer in the text, right? Keywords in the question will normally be nouns or noun phrases. When you find your keywords, always think of synonyms and paraphrasing. Have a look on my screen. There is an exercise for you. There are two paras, para A and para B. No more than 4 words. Answer the following questions. Write your answers in the boxes for 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 questions. First is, what is the world's first rotating boat lift? You have to find out for this what is. So basically you have to name them. Second is, what keeps the Fourth and Kilat Canal and Union Canal joined? What keeps them both joined? Third is, who wanted to create a dramatic landmark? So who means they're asking you the name maybe, right? So start searching and then I'll be helping you out with the answers. So here are the answers on my screen. You can check all your answers and see the word limit says you have to write 4 words, so you cannot extend your answer. You cannot write more than 4 words here. I hope all the queries, the problems which you face in sentence completion as well as in the short answer questions are now clear. I have provided you some of the tips as well as the strategies which you can apply in solving out or whenever you attempt sentence completion and short answer questions. If you like our application, I would say, and our free live sessions, please share our application with others also. Subscribe it on the YouTube channel, like and comment also. You can join our free education campaign where we are teaching free so that everybody can learn about IELTS and we can help them as well. Second thing, if you like our sessions, please share your valuable feedback in the comment section. It gives me motivation as well. You can do the star rating also. There's a star rating here. You can see. And I'll be helping you to ace IELTS in the very first attempt. If you want me to cover any particular section, you can drop a comment. I will be coming up with all those topics very soon. Thank you so much for watching our live session number 9. Those who are new to channel and watching it for the first time, please go back, watch all the sessions 1 to 8. Thank you so much. See you in the next session. Bye bye all of you. Take care.